Well, I did not want to make this video today. I had some other plans to make it. But this is very important video because just today I met my one friend who was completely bald and he finally gave up and got all his hair chopped off. I mean shaved off. So the story of my friend is such that 6 years ago when we are kids and used to play football, I told him at that time, your hairline is receding brother, getting something done about it. Go to the hospital. So he told me, friend, what's happened? Nothing is happening. It is not just bad. Just ignoring it. He felt like I was trolling him. He did not agree. Then 2 years ago, he felt come to me and asking brother, the hairs is going backward. They are falling every time. What should I do? I told him, brother, it's too late. Go to the hospital. Then he wasted one more year. Could not stop it. And now, 1 year ago, he started the treatment. By then, the condition has become so bad that his hairline had receded even more. His hair had worse and basically this condition had reached a level of extreme baldness. Now, he finally gone for a zero cut machine on his scalp and has become completely bald. The sad thing is that he is just 22 years old, my age, and he has become completely bald at 22. Now, I want to say to my brothers that I have a very large number of teenagers and children watching my videos. More than that, the teenager boys now watch a lot of my videos. I want to tell you guys one thing. Brother, male pattern baldness, which causes baldness, is basically at 58% in the world among men aged 30 to 35. That means men aged between 30 to 35 has 58% chance of becoming a bald on their scalp. I hope this video is the last one you ever have to watch to help you with your hair. I hope you get incredible results. We got a lot to cover, so let's get started. Step number 1. Assess your hair loss. Most men seeking the treatment for hair loss will have something called androgenic alopecia, also known as male pattern hair loss. This kind of hair loss is chronic and progression. Without treatment, it tends to worse. It often starts as a little bit of temporal recession, maybe a black spot, or maybe diffuse thinning across the entire top of scalp. But over a series of years, it can advance until someone is nearly to completely bald. So, how do you know if you have androgenic alopecia? It's simple. Go to the doctor or a dermatologist and get an official diagnosis. This diagnosis is not only there to give you clarify, but it is also there to help you eligible for androgenic alopecia best in the class treatment. But when you go to the appointment for doctor, please be careful. Yes, a good dermatologist will give you a clear diagnosis, but many of them also try to sell you into a class of hair loss treatments called money losing therapies. Platelet rich plasma, stem cell, PRP plus, A cell, exosomes, platelet rich fibrons. These are the sub examples of money losing therapies where a dermatologist will take a part of your blood or tissue, they will centrifugate it or concentration key components and then inject those components back to into your scalp. The truth is these procedures are cash cow for dermatologists. They take minutes for them to perform. They cost patients anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 per session, and they need to repeat multiple times per month to sustain the results. These therapies have very poor data supporting their use for androgenic alopecia. Of the studies that they have shown no benefits over something called microneedling. Microneedling cost is $10. It works through similar mechanism and can be done from the comfort of your home. So what would you do rather a $10,000 money wasting therapy or a $5 to $10 microneedling? And the results are same. I won't make the choice for you, but for me, it's obvious to go to the dermatologist for their expertise, their diagnosis capability, their prescription power. They are incredibly valuable, but don't feel pressure to buy into these money wasting therapies. They are poorly spotted, they show no superiority over $10 device microneedling, and if you are smart about your approach, you won't even need to spend $10,000 over the course of your lifetime fixing your hairs. We will get into how to do that later in this video. Now you say do not have access to a dermatologist, or maybe you are curious about what you can do at home to test your androgenic alopecia. Do this first. Ask yourself, do you have any family history of hair loss? Did you first notice the hair loss after puberty? Are you losing your hairs in any of the pattern like male pattern hair loss? If any of the answer is yes, your odds of having hair loss of androgenic alopecia is yes. Finally, it has a defining characteristics. Hair follicle mutualization. This is when an affected hair sheds out and when a new hair comes in the replacement of old hair, that new hair is little bit thinner than the previous hair. Each time this hair shedding happens, This process is miniaturization, repeats and repeats until the affected hair is so thin and wispy that it's lost the pigment and is barely not visible at all. So go do these tests at home. Go get a diagnosis. If you have androgenic alopecia, the rest of this video apply to you, and your next step is start exploring your treatment options. But first, what causes hair loss? Different kinds of hair loss have different causes and nearby different treatments. Best treatment tends to target the root of the problem. So what is the root of androgenic alopecia? 30 years later, researchers in Guam and Papua New Guinea unlock a piece of puzzle. First, they visit Iceland and discover clusters of men with rare genetics mutation. These men could not produce an enzyme called type 2 alpha 5 reductase. These enzyme converts testosterone into dihydrotestosterone or DHT. These men have no DHT. They also had normal levels of testosterone and as adults full protection from male hair loss. This study discovered a causal link between DHT and androgenic alopecia. If you fast forward to today, we now know that androgenic alopecia is caused by the interaction between genes and the male hormones, predominantly DHT, and by lowering the scalp levels of DHT, we actually have one of the most reliable way to slow, pause, and even partially reverse the balding process. So let's start going through your treatment options. The first is finasteride. Finasteride is an FDA-approved medicine for androgenic alopecia. It is currently considered for the gold standard treatment for fighting androgenic alopecia in men. First, it targets a primary cause of hair loss. It has been studied by dozens of research groups across hundreds of studies. You can go and get the prescription of finasteride $30 a year. And to use it, all you need to do is take a single pill every day. For these reasons, finasteride have earned the best combination to offer the regrowth in the evidence quality and the long-term visibility. Finasteride works by inhibiting the type 2 alpha 5 reductase, the enzyme that converts free testosterone into DHT, the hormone causally linked with the androgenic alopecia. When we are talking about finasteride, then the one question comes into the brain of many people is why we are not using any topical variant of finasteride. Can this variant exist or not? Because the every second person is scared from the sexual side effects of oral finasteride. So the simple answer is you can also use the topical variant of finasteride to minimizing the side effects. So the topical variant of finasteride that are available in market is in very high form because they are selling topical finasteride in very high form. That's why the side effects have also same as oral finasteride. A study shown that 0.005% of topical finasteride applied at 2 ml daily, that equivalent to 0.1 milligram of daily skin explode. At these levels, studies have shown that you can still achieve the great benefits from the DHT suppression on your scalp and also minimizing the suppression of DHT in your body. But the available variants of finasteride in market is 0.2%, 0.3% or 0.25%. That is a very high dose of topical finasteride. But I also have the solution for it. You can also dilute it with any other alcohol solution like minoxidil. By the way, the second treatment that I was talking about is also minoxidil. Minoxidil works as a vasculator promoting the development of new blood vessels networking in the hair follicles. So it is not linked with the sexual side effects and still got the strong degree of clinical support. It is also FDA approved so you can use it without any tension of the sexual side effects. So if you want the best and the fast results, then combine these all three treatments: topical finasteride, topical minoxidil and microneedling without any scare from the side effects. Now let's talk about the natural treatments. Here are some natural treatments that also have some clinical trials and shown the great benefits. Oral and topical saw palmetto, topical melanine, topical toxin, topical redensil, capexil, procapel, topical caffeine, topical rosemary oil, oral and topical L-carnitine, L-tartrate. If you are already using finasteride or minoxidil, these natural treatments may be low leverage compared to these drugs. Treating hair loss does not need the cost of fortune or does not have consumed your energy or time. This guide is designed to help you make the informed decision, prioritize effective treatments, and achieve the best possible outcomes. We will be creating a similar guide for women in the next future. So stay tuned, best of luck, and we look forward to hearing about your results.